Hey everybody, welcome back to Real Country. Today we're taking this galvanized medium lantern from Walmart and turning it into this beauty right here. So here's a list of supplies you'll need. Definitely pick up one of these galvanized metal lanterns from Walmart. They are gorgeous. As well as you will need some floral picks. These are all from the Dollar Tree. This floral pick came from Walmart. It was $1.34. I'm using this particular ribbon. It's burlap in orange from Dollar General for $2, but Dollar Tree sells same or similar ribbon, which you can pick up in fall colors. You'll need some twine. You'll also need some raffia. I'm going to be using some of this excelsior on the inside of the lantern. You'll also need some of these wood beads, something to paint them with, maybe some wood skewers and some scissors, and also these color your own ornaments. I'm using Waverly's chalk paint in white, pumpkin, and truffle today to paint that ornament and my beads. And here's a list or a view of everything that we will be painting today. So let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing that I did was I separated my beads out, and I want to point out that these are from the Dollar Tree, so they're not perfect. You can get almost perfect beads from Hobby Lobby if you choose to go that way. But I pulled out the orange and the yellow, thinking that the yellow would be the easiest to color in white. And I then set out my pattern. You'll notice that I don't have enough of the very small orange, so I'm going to be using the Waverly chalk paint and painting over those in the orange and then also in the white, and we'll be painting the pumpkin white as well. So I didn't want you to watch paint dry. I'm just showing you that I did put a base coat of that white on there. Then I'm going to take the truffle and I'm going to go around the pumpkin. I'm really going to grunge this pumpkin up, as you will see. I'm going to go ahead around the edge of the pumpkin. I'm sorry, it's a little off camera there, but I'm going to go all the way around, and I am going to be painting both sides of the pumpkin because of how it will be on the lantern. I just wanted both sides to be painted just in case it gets turned around, but we'll do that grunge part first, kind of muddy it up a little bit. Then we'll come back with the orange, and with this orange paint going over chalk paint already, I kind of wanted to push it out of my brush to give it a good coating. But you'll notice I do go back and add more of the orange because it was just a little too muddy for me, that coloring. But here comes the better coverage, I guess is the best way to put it. And again, you'll want to do this on both sides. So paint your pumpkins and your beads and give them time to set up and dry so that when it comes time to string them onto the bow for the lantern, they'll be ready and set to go. So we're going to start out looking at the front of the lantern where the door is, and up at the top you'll notice there are holes. That's how I'm going to attach my florals. However, if you don't have those types of holes at the top, go ahead and use chenille stems or the pipe cleaners to attach it to the top of yours. This pick is from Walmart. It was $1.34. I really love that it has the burlap leaves around the sunflower center and also has some of that onion grass, as well as just the berries on it were really pretty. These picks are from the Dollar Tree. I picked up the vibrant orange and then this more muted orange. They have 4 feathers and then also this onion grass attached to it, and I really thought by pairing this with the pick from Walmart it would really set off that orange sunflower that I'll be using. But these feathers were kind of unique, I thought, and they just really make it so beautiful in my opinion. And here is everything all bunched together, so pretty. And I'm just trying to decide in terms of the corner that I want this to be on. Now I decorate in pairs, so this is the first of 2 that I will be working on for my own decor. And I'm actually going to decorate the back of the lantern and not the front, and you'll find out here in the video exactly why I made that decision. But I think the pairing of those together on that corner is going to be the best orientation for that. And what I'm going to do so that I can do 2 lanterns for myself is to separate these by taking 2 feathers and then the onion grass and trying to just make sure that they're even, and I just broke those off of the stem. So I did that with the vibrant and then also the muted orange colors, and I'll be laying that pick from Walmart right on top of all of that. And then we'll use some twine to go ahead and wrap everything together. You'll notice we're not using any glue today because I like to take things apart and reuse them maybe in different ways as my decor style changes or I get better at some of the crafting that I do. So today we're going to be using twine to put everything together. No hot glue, no permanent glue. I mean, this is crafting at its best, I think, because you can definitely recycle when you're done. So now everything has been wrapped at the bottom. I think that twine really finishes it off well, but I'm not cutting it off yet. What I'm going to do is kind of put a bend in this so that when I'm ready to place it into my lantern, it's at the right angle for me. Now, if you were going to be doing these flowers in a different orientation, that L shape would have been perfect for you. But I believe for me, it's more of this almost a V shape. And I'm just wrapping some more of the twine around. I just want everything to definitely stay in place. But for me, my orientation will be down over the corner. But I do want to show you that you do have a different option, especially with this lantern. If you wanted to decorate this lantern in such a way that it provided more height in the area that you're decorating, you could definitely insert these picks now into the top, going straight up and down, and then maybe put a bow there right in the front. And if you were going to do that, you would want the lever or the handle to be in the down position. But that's kind of cute, I thought. If I had a mantle, I might consider doing that, especially if I had tall ceilings. But you could definitely do it in that manner and then go ahead and put in a ribbon or bow in front. But I'm going in the down position, so my lever or handle will be in the up position, and then my flowers will be inserted so that they're actually going down towards the bottom of the lantern on the corner, with the sunflower at the top of everything. So that's how it's inserted here in my scenario. And what I'm trying to determine at this point is, do I want to add this type of ribbon? I mean, it is burlap and it's glittery and pretty, and I think not for this project though. I think I want to go more country, more solid, and so I'm going to go ahead and pull in this ribbon that came from Dollar Tree. It was Dollar General, $2 for the entire roll. I'm just going to do a simple 2-loop bow on this and attach it at the top right behind the sunflower. And then of course I decided I'm definitely going to use raffia because I am decorating this more in the country farmhouse, and that raffia is really going to just finish off that bow for me. So in order to determine how big of a bow I needed, I just took the ribbon from the bottom and I went up to the top, and then I made a loop as large as I wanted it to be, and then I sort of matched that on the other side and brought the end back down, and that was where I cut it off. I then just kind of take the 2 loops and I pinch them together in the center, and then I'm going to go ahead and use some twine to wrap that around. Again, no hot glue. We're just going to wrap it around to kind of keep everything together and keep the bow in position. But we are not going to cut off the twine. So go ahead and wrap it around and get your bow the way that you want it, but don't cut off the twine yet. Now that we've gone ahead and wrapped the bow up with the twine, we can go ahead and just trim off that extra piece and now pull off a length of twine longer than you think you're going to need and go ahead and cut the twine off. You're actually going to use the piece that's still attached to the bow to go ahead and string your farmhouse beads and also the pumpkin. So we're going to go ahead and put a piece of Scotch tape on the end and we'll go ahead and get our beads in place as well as the painted pumpkin. And so here's what that looks like. We've got the pattern going. I've got the larger beads in the center and then they kind of sparse out or splay out to the smaller size. I don't know the best word to use. And then you just pick the side of the pumpkin that you want facing out most of the time and you go ahead and add that to the end of the beads on that same piece of twine. And then I went ahead and made myself a little country tassel to go ahead and add on to the pumpkin as well. I think it just gave that final touch. Going back to the top of the bow, I'm just going to take a handful of this raffia. I'm not going to tie it in a bow or anything. I'm just going to lay it out length to length as best as I can and then find the center, and once again using some twine we're just going to wrap that around and secure it. And then we'll go ahead and tuck it between the flower at the top and the bow. And oh my gosh, I think that just turned out so cute. Definitely country farmhouse. Now we're going to pull out the excelsior and we're going to use that inside of the lantern. Now remember, I decorated the back of the lantern. This is actually the front. And the reason being is because I want to be able to put my excelsior in and then the little pumpkin that I'm going to put in there with some lights actually. And I want to be able to hide the light battery pack. So I decorate in the reverse position. You might be tempted to use the front, but I decorate the back and then turn it around. I'm going to use these copper wire lights from Dollar Tree. I should kick my own behind right now because I only picked up one pack of those last spring and I've been waiting for those to come in. I lost the footage on wrapping the lights around the pumpkin, but basically I just tucked it up underneath the stem and wrapped it around. And this is the final display. I mean, I just can't get over how cute this is. You've got a lot going on, and yet it all seems to be so cohesive. The feathers definitely offset the flowers, but then tucked in there are the farmhouse beads and that grungy little pumpkin. The flower at the top is so pretty. The raffia, oh my gosh, I just can't even, guys, right? Look at it all lit up. I mean, down there in the corner, it's like a happy little surprise in there. At night, it's so pretty lit up, but I don't know if you expect to see these kinds of pumpkins at the Dollar Tree, but that's where it came from. This is almost a complete Dollar Tree project, and I really, really hope that you all liked it. I'm so tickled that I can go ahead and make another one of these. Definitely get out to Walmart and pick yourself up one of these lanterns, and I hope you use some of what I did today as inspiration for your own. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and I will definitely see you in my next video. Thanks, everybody. Bye.